Most people think of LASIK as the magical finish line in the journey to perfect vision, this fast, painless, almost sci-fi laser procedure that promises to free you from glasses forever. But the truth is far more complex, far more fascinating, and wrapped in one of the most universal realities every human faces as they cross into their 40s. You can be 18 or 28 or 38 and LASIK feels like the ultimate upgrade, but once you walk into your 40s, something new begins to stir inside your eyes. Something subtle at first, almost unnoticeable, yet powerful enough to change the conversation entirely. And suddenly, eye doctors everywhere begin hesitating, pushing you into deeper discussions you never expected. And that mystery, that invisible milestone in your vision journey, has nothing to do with lasers or corneas or the dazzling tech behind refractive surgery. It all comes down to one tiny structure inside your eye, a structure you've relied on since the day you were born. A structure so small, yet so essential that without it, you couldn't read a text message, recognize your own fingerprints, or even see the details of your loved one's face. It's the crystalline lens, the body's original autofocus system, and once you understand what happens to it as you age, everything about LASIK suddenly makes sense. When you're young, this lens is pure magic. Soft, flexible, responsive, able to adjust instantly as you look from a distant mountain to a tiny speck of dust on your screen. It bends and shifts with ease, powered by microscopic muscles that tighten when you need to read and relax when you look far away. But every year, without fail, the lens thickens, hardens, it stiffens, and it slowly begins to lose its natural superpower. The ability to accommodate, the ability to change shape, the ability to help you focus up close. This slow, unstoppable process has a name: presbyopia. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, how active you are, or how perfect your eyesight once was. Presbyopia arrives like clockwork, sometimes gently, sometimes abruptly, and suddenly you, stretching your arm out to read your phone, holding menus farther and farther away, squinting at labels, blaming bad lighting, until one day you finally accept it. Your eyes are changing. And this right here is why LASIK becomes a different conversation after 40. Because while LASIK can reshape your cornea to give you stunningly crisp distance vision, it can't magically reverse presbyopia. It can't soften the lens inside your eye. It can't restore the flexibility your eye has lost. So when someone in their 40s or 50s gets LASIK, it's like permanently putting on a pair of distance only glasses. Your distance vision becomes wonderfully sharp, but your near vision stays blurry, sometimes even blurrier than before. So think of the person who's nearsighted and has spent years taking their glasses off to read. That little life hack disappears after LASIK. The person who wore contact lenses and kept cheap reading glasses on their nightstand, they'd still need them, maybe even more. And the person who relied on bifocals? Gone. LASIK locks in your distance vision beautifully, but it doesn't give you your near vision back. And that is when doctors start shifting the conversation to something bigger. Your lifestyle, your habits, your priorities, the way your brain adapts to visual tasks, the type of work you do, the devices you use, and what kind of visual freedom you're truly looking for. Because in your 40s and beyond, getting perfect vision isn't as simple as zapping the cornea into shape. It is about choosing the right strategy for your future. One of those strategies is monovision, a surprisingly clever and sometimes life-changing workaround, where one eye is corrected for distance and the other for near. Your brain learns to toggle between the two, seamlessly switching depending on what you're focusing on. It sounds bizarre, almost like cheating the system, but millions of people adapt to it beautifully. Still, no responsible doctor would ever jump straight into monovision surgery. Instead, they'll prescribe a trial run with contact lenses, one lens sharpening your far vision, the other helping you read. You'll wear it for weeks, maybe a month, testing it while driving, working, reading, cooking, living your normal life. And the real magic isn't in the contact lens, it's in your brain. Some brains adapt instantly, barely noticing the difference. Others struggle, feel unbalanced, or can't adjust at all. And that's the moment you discover whether monovision LASIK is your perfect solution or something you should avoid. But for many people, especially those in their late 40s, 50s, or early 60s, the conversation takes an even bigger turn toward a procedure that doesn't just reshape the cornea. It replaces the very lens that's causing the problem. This is Refractive Lens Exchange, or RLE, and it is quietly becoming the go-to option for people who want a long-term future-proof solution to both distance and near vision issues. RLE is essentially the same procedure as modern cataract surgery, one of the safest and most successful surgeries in the world. The surgeon removes your natural lens, the stiff one that's lost its flexibility, and replaces it with an artificial intraocular lens, or IOL. This new lens doesn't age, doesn't yellow, doesn't grow cloudy, doesn't harden, and doesn't deteriorate. It's like replacing an old camera lens with a brand new, flawless one that stays perfect for the rest of your life. But the real excitement comes from the variety of IOLs available today. You're not stuck with a single option. You can choose a monofocal lens for razor-sharp distance vision. You can choose a multifocal lens that gives you distance, intermediate, and near vision in one. You can choose an extended depth of focus lens that stretches your range of clarity. Some people even choose a blended solution, one lens optimized for distance, the other tuned for near. And just like that, the world becomes clear again at every distance. But as with all powerful tools, there's nuance. Multifocal lenses can create halos or glare, especially around headlights at night. Some people still need reading glasses for very tiny print. Some lenses trade a bit of distance sharpness for incredible reading ability. Others sacrifice strong reading vision to give you unbeatable clarity for driving and computer work. And the right choice depends entirely on your eyes, your hobbies, your work, your priorities. That's why doctors spend so much time reviewing your pupil size, the health of your retina, the dryness of your eye, your vision goals, and even your personality. Because getting the wrong lens can lead to frustration, but getting the right one can genuinely transform your life. Thousands of patients walk out of our LE surgery amazed, reading their phones instantly, seeing road signs with clarity, working at their computers without strain, feeling like someone rewound the clock on their eyesight. But others come out wishing they had chosen a different lens, or hoping for slightly sharper near vision, or wishing the halos were less noticeable. And that's why the conversation matters, because vision isn't just about numbers on a chart. It's about how you live. It's about how you move through the world. It's about what you need to see clearly every single day. So when someone in their 40s or 50s walks into the eye clinic expecting Lasik and instead gets a 45-minute talk about monovision, presbyopia, or lens replacement, it's not because something is wrong. It's because their doctor is thinking long-term, thinking about future changes, thinking about how to give them the best vision for the rest of their life, not just the next 5 years. Lasik is still an option. For some, it's still the perfect choice. But for millions of people entering the presbyopia years, the path to freedom from glasses may look very different from what they expected. And that's why understanding these options, Lasik PRK, Smile, monovision, refractive lens exchange, multifocal IOLs, is the key to truly unlocking the vision you want. Because your eyes are unique, your needs are unique, and the best solution isn't the one that sounds the flashiest. It's the one that fits your life. If you really want to explore the best alternatives to Lasik or understand which option might suit your future vision the best, the next video is your roadmap to clarity. So stay curious, stay informed, and as always, stay focused.